Yeah, guys, we're about to get an update here from the Battalion Chief. Battalion, just give us, Chief, give us an update of what's happened here.
Well, we had a 3-story apartment building that was on fire. We had heavy fire throughout the back of the building. Also, we had fires on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd floors. We initially went in and did an aggressive interior attack. The heat just became too much and the fire conditions too heavy. We had to pull out and go defensive on it. We transported a total of 2 patients from this scene. One was a male that jumped out the 2nd floor window. The other one was another adult. I'm not sure the extent of their injuries. I believe it was smoke inhalation. So we've been just hitting this defensively. And we had a partial collapse in the back and on the west side also.
Now, it seemed like you guys had an upper hand, but then eventually just got it.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, it appears that there was several fires. There's fires in several different areas of the building. And the heat conditions are just such that we weren't able to stay in and continue to fight. So.
Now, were all the residents able to make it out safely?
It appears that way.
Now, are any firefighters injured at this point, or were you keeping them purposely?
No firefighters.
Talk about how you attacked the fire.
We made an aggressive interior attack with 3 different hand lines on the 3 different floors. And like I said, the heat and smoke conditions were such that it drove us back out, and we had to go defensive on it.
Describe now, as far as the cause and the state of the building right now.
We do not know the cause. And of course, the buildings, it's partially collapsed, and it's a total loss.
Now, did the type of structure that this was, did that also contribute or play in the factor?
No, that's not. I mean, it's your typical apartment building from this era.
Are any arrests been made in association with this at all?
No, not that I'm aware of, no.
Now, your fire crews, obviously, they went through both apartment buildings on both sides. We saw them knocking on doors. They had to kick in some doors, we're told, at one point.
That's correct, yeah. We evacuated, especially this building to the west. That was, certainly at risk there, so we did evacuate that building. We cut the power to it, and also that structure on the east side also.
But as you say, at this point, don't know the cause, but you believe it may have started at the back of the building? That's what some residents are telling us.
Yeah, the whole back of the building was on fire, but there's fire throughout that apartment building. So the cause is undetermined at this time, and our investigators will be working with bomb and arson on solving that situation. We did also call in an ATA bus because we had about 30 total people displaced from those buildings, those exposure buildings, approximately 30.
Okay, you guys,
All right, thank you so much. That was an update there from Battalion Chief Grunderson at the scene of this massive apartment fire that is now under control. Back to you, Lindsay.